All right, for this installment of Quick 15, we're taking a look at Nicktoons MLB, the new baseball game from 2K Play. Joining me are Jeff Cork.
Hello.
And our very special guest, Jim Yang, assistant producer from 2K.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. So why don't you, Jim, why don't you take us through Nicktoons MLB here?
Sure. First thing I want to say about Nicktoons MLB is that this is the first time that they've brought together Nickelodeon and Major League Baseball for an epic showdown, and there are 300 MLB players from 30 teams and 25 Nickelodeon characters, and 2 of them are actually going to be commentators and 23 of them are playable. And the 2 commentators are actually Perch Perkins from SpongeBob SquarePants and
Nice.
Gurr from Invader Zim. So let's there's several different modes: pickup game, tournament, showdown, distance derby, card collection. I'm just gonna jump into pickup game real quick.
Hi everybody.
So pickup game, you pick a team of your choice and you get to pick 5 Nickelodeon characters to add to your team. So I am going
So it looks like you have some fictional teams here.
Oh yeah, we have 6 Nickelodeon Nicktoons teams that were just created for this game. We have the Boppers, Sonic Booms, Raccoons, Goofballs, Comeback Kids, and the Meteors. And unlike the other teams, they actually have special stat bonuses. So for instance, if the Comeback Kids are behind in scoring, they'll get stat bonuses like more turbo. So I am going to go with, let's say, the Yankees.
New York Yankees.
Boo.
And we'll go with the Cubs.
All right, nice pick.
Yeah.
That's my team. It's almost like I told you that earlier.
So here we go. Here we're going to draft the team. So you can draft 5 on each side. And as you can see, we made it so that you got to keep the all-stars on every single team. So we went through and we looked at who you would want to keep, and then we create positions around that. So for Yankees, everyone gets a pitcher though. So I'm going to pick SpongeBob.
Okay,
That's my
I gotta
pitcher.
ask, was there a meeting like, okay, we gotta decide what pitches these fictional characters are gonna get? Like, SpongeBob, he looks like a guy who could throw a sinker. Was there something like that went on?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
There was a heated discussion about the stats of every single character and what they would be capable of. And, you know, Patrick is exceedingly strong in the show. So here he is. He's got a really high power stat. He can knock it out of the park. You know, same thing for any of the powerhouses: Ultra Lord, Yak, Powdered Toast Man, Larry Lobster. These are guys who can really hit. You know, smaller characters can run. Danny Phantom, you know, he's in ghost mode. He can run really fast. So
So Jeff Cork's a big Nicktoons guy. What do you think of our team so far here?
I think there's a decided lack of Aang on this team. We did, maybe, yeah. Absolutely.
I will go to the Avatar-themed stadium as well. But
All
let's
right.
talk about that. 6 different Nicktoons stadiums: Avatar, Air Temple Courtyard, Danny Phantom, Fanboy and Chum Chum, Invader Zim, Planet Sheen, and SpongeBob. And we have 6 iconic baseball stadiums to round out the selection. So, Avatar. And these load screens are actually hand drawn by Nickelodeon artists, so they were commissioned specifically for this game. So, and they also highlight a lot of other characters that don't appear in the game. Like here, you see Cat Dog and a bunch of Danny Phantom characters.
So the Nick-themed stadiums, are there anything unusual in them? Like, do they act differently than Major League parks?
Yeah, I mean, all of them have like crazy effects as well as fake parody ads. So you can see like an ad for Krusty Krab when you're playing, and then also like for instance, in the Avatar scene, if you hit a home run, a tornado comes up in the back and like spins across. Like in the Poseidon, if you can hit the baseball into a cannon and it'll shoot it.
And who's the developer on this?
This is High Voltage Software for 360 and Wii, and Black Lantern Studios for the Nintendo DS version.
And High Voltage, did they do the bigs?
No, the Bigs was done by Blue Castle Games.
Oh, okay. But this is using the bigs engine.
It is. It is
Okay.
built on the Bigs engine to give it that authentic arcade baseball experience.
I think we should acknowledge how weird it is to see real people playing with these Nicktoons.
Yeah, I said like the first time I saw it, it was like Roger Rabbit. You know,
Yeah,
watching Roger
yeah.
Rabbit. Like this
Exactly.
is weird, but it's kind of cool.
Oh, dear.
Exactly. Everyone who just sees this, it just like blows their faces off.
So we're playing the 360 version. What kind of achievements are going to be in this?
There are. I don't have the achievement list.
Are they like baseball related, or are they more like geared toward weird things?
They're absolutely all baseball related. It's like you hit a home run in each stadium that will give you achievement. You clear tournament mode, that'll give you achievement. Basically, you know, it's just all related to playing the game well and playing it thoroughly. Here you can see I have SpongeBob. He's throwing off rainbows and bubbles, and
so he's a fastball, slider, sinker, changeup guy.
He is. Absolutely.
Four-tool pitcher.
Here you go, Larry Lobster.
For the first time today, Larry Lobster. After the game,
So is there some kind of like story explanation of how this matchup came into being, or you just kind of take it for granted? Like
We decided early on that this was the basic premise is that the Nickelodeon has been the Nicktoons better yet have been. They wanted to have this matchup for a long time, and finally it's just happened. And here we are, and that's it.
Okay.
And this is the first time they've ever met up with humans, like to play baseball?
Absolutely, this is the first time.
Bottom of the first. Nobody
That is so weird.
It's so weird.
That's right, Kerr. The visitors have their work.
So who's going to be on the cover? Did you select like a cover boy? Is it going to be a selection of Nicktoons, or?
There's 6 Nicktoons and 6 MLB players on the cover. It was actually on the loading screen, that initial main menu. That was the cover. There you go, Patty. Oh.
Way in front.
So if you hit it to the ghost out there, will it go right through him? Is he like the worst fielder ever?
That's a pretty good idea. No, he can catch it.
Oh, and this is hit hard.
And, all right.
Come on, Ren.
Nice.
Home run.
Way to count on Ren missing things up.
Run comes in. New York leads by 2.
What was that?
Appa in the background flying around.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing inside?
I love Patrick.
Stepping in for the first time today.
So we did get the voice actors from SpongeBob as well as the other cartoons, the other Nicktoons. So we have Tom Kenny as SpongeBob.
Did you get Alex Rodriguez to play Alex Rodriguez?
Come again? I don't follow, Kerr.
Boy, I hate the Yankees. I really do.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, they're great for baseball. The stuff they do for baseball, you know, they're the big Titans, but just too many good players on one team.
Strike 2.
It's just not fair, especially as a Cubs fan.
Got into that one.
So were you unhappy about Derek Jeter's 3,000 hit?
No, I mean, nothing against the players. Like, he's an amazing player, and what a legacy he's left behind. And the way he did it, too, with the 5 hits, that was...
Yeah.
It's one of those great moments in baseball. It was good to see.
And then the guy who caught the ball, too. That whole big story.
Yeah, has he given it back? Or?
He gave it back.
Okay, good.
He gave it back.
Going crazy here.
Gave it back, and he got, like, tickets, like box seats for the rest of the season.
Wow, that's a pretty sweet deal.
It is. It is. You should read it. Actually, it's a feel-good story.
Oh, yeah!
And Turbo. Yes, so you can use Turbo in this game for hitting, fielding, pitching, running, everything, really.
So whenever you use Turbo and you hit it, it's instant home run.
Yeah, it is. It's
Okay.
an instant home run.
And in the bigs, it was if you filled it all the way up, right?
Yeah, that
Okay.
would be the instant home run, but
So this will have much higher scores than
yeah,
the bigs.
absolutely.
I hope the fielder's an astronaut.
And you've got other modes like home run derby and that kind of thing
Yeah,
too.
let's go to that right now. Actually, just quit out. We have distance. Yeah, you can unlock cards. Might as well talk about it real quick. Unlock the SpongeBob card, American Field card. You can unlock 3 different levels: bronze, silver, gold, and you can see it here. So we have custom artwork. And Nickelodeon actually wrote up backstories, baseball backstories for every single Nick character that's shown here. And when you select the card, you can also see how to unlock it.
Are the cards only for Nicktoons, or are there baseball players too?
Just Nicktoons.
Okay.
We have 54 Nicktoons cards. All right, so tournament mode, Showdown. We'll go to Distance Derby. You can see here, again, that very wild mix of cartoon and human. Bautista next to Aang, so it really is very interesting. Goes Katara
Carlos Lee.
and Ryan Howard.
I've been waiting my whole life for this matchup.
You see Plankton in the little Laura.
Welcome to the Distance
All right.
Derby. Here, you and your opponent will compete and
So you're hitting
earn
targets.
points. Hitting target. Once you
is
earn
this similar
enough
to the one
points,
in the bigs
turbine
where-
rate for a
Yep.
game-winning hit. Go
Very
out
similar.
there
You hit the target,
and
score the
win.
points, and then when you hit 100,000, the pitcher will throw a turbo pitch, and you have to hit it into the Yeti's mouth. You see that Yeti right in the back.
And which one are you?
I am Katara, so I am the waterbender.
Vaporize to the wall.
Well, to no surprise, Ryan Howard is kicking her butt here.
I mean, it's to be expected. You know, I bet Katara would kick his butt at waterbending.
Okay, you got a
so-
streak. What's that?
So once you hit 3 in a row, you can hit the big screens. You see right up there, I just scored 30,000 points.
And you took the lead. Very nice.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Not into that one.
This can be played with 2 players. So if you want to get
What
your
an effort.
competitive going, we have local multiplayer in this game.
And this game supports Connect, right?
Yep, it's better
Uh,
with Connect.
Does Home Run Derby support Connect?
It does.
Okay.
All the modes support Connect. 1 or 2 players. You can stand side by side and duke it out with your friend.
Unbelievable effort.
Like the motions for Connect make sense for swinging and pitching. What happens with fielding then?
In fielding, basically, your fielder will auto run towards the ball, and then it'll be up to you to throw it. So you just basically throw it. And also,
And they pick the base for you then?
yeah, they
Okay.
do. It's the right base. And then when it's a pop-up, you can actually jump. You have to literally jump up to catch the ball.
And you have to run in place for base running and all that.
I think everybody would be really tired if
Yeah,
they had to run
exactly.
constantly. So no, there is no running. You swing, you pitch, the core
Alright.
elements.
There you go.
Oh,
100,000.
yes. Here we go. So better not screw this up. Oh, and I screwed it up.
So then you got to fill it up completely again.
I think so, yeah. So, wait. Oh, and
There you
just have
go.
to hit it.
Okay.
Just have to hit it into the middle.
Very nice.
So, here we go. Real Monsters, for those that remember.
Chum Chum card.
Enjoyed that one quite a bit, actually.
Tile card.
I don't think I'll ever get used to seeing this, like the cartoon
No.
characters, the weird rendered
Yeah.
characters with the real baseball players.
I'm just going to go to tournament mode real quick, show you guys what it looks like.
Welcome to the
Again, here you can actually pick your full MLB team. There won't be any Nicktoons characters. If you decide to, let's say, play with the Blue Jays, you'll have the full roster. Or you can, again,
I see
cherry
your
pick
first baseman.
your all-star Nickelodeon team. So,
Katara.
hey, let's pick all the,
your
you know,
second baseman.
benders. Why not?
Pick your third baseman.
Top.
Pick your shortstop.
Prince Zuko.
Pick
And
your
then-
left fielder.
I do like my powdered
What
toast.
position does Toph play?
Pick your
You
center
can pick
fielder.
any position you want
So
for
she
them.
can pitch?
She's actually really strong, you know, she's an
Yeah.
earthbender. So if you see right here, she's got 5 green stars, which means she actually has the max stat for power.
Okay.
So she's really powerful. Actually, the benders are generally the best players in this game. And, you know, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
It's a little Jimmy Neutron for those that remember. Here's a 7-team ladder tournament. So when you start off, if you pick the Nicktoons characters, you will play the MLB All-Stars at the end. And if you pick an MLB team, you'll play the Nickelodeon characters at the end.
And the teams that are there are random.
They are random.
Okay. Well, cool.
And let me just get out of this real quick, and I'll just show you Showdown mode, which is pretty cool again. And here, it's basically the epic showdown we were talking about between the Nicktoons and the MLB players. And same thing, if you pick the headliners, you can pick whatever Nicktoon team you want. But if you pick the MLB All-Stars, you actually get to pick every single position with any player you want, 23 players for each position, and you can really just make this awesome team, but I am going to randomize it.
Pick your second base.
Well, let's actually, why not go through Brandon Phillips,
Yeah.
quality,
Pick your third base.
He's a red. I don't like him.
David Wright, can't go wrong there.
Not a fan.
Shortstop.
The Mets too? Yankees I can understand, but the Mets too?
Bad choice. Bad choice. Oof, this is not good.
The computer, oh.
No Cubs. That's probably smart, but not good.
Now you need.
So, look, Go Zone Stadium.
So what is Showdown mode exactly then?
What is Showdown?
Yeah.
It really is just the team between your all-stars on both sides.
Okay.
So that's it. You get to pick your favorite players from either side and just duke it out.
And what's your release date for this?
September 13th for 360 Wii and Nintendo DS. And actually, the DS version has a full season mode. So you can actually play a whole calendar's worth.
And it's just DS, not 3DS.
No, just DS.
3DS is cheaper now.
I heard about that. I heard about that.
I've waited over
It needs
100 years
games.
to play this.
So does anything happen if you fill up Turbo all the way, or do you just have 5?
You just get 5 slots to use however you like.
So you can hit 5 homers in a row
Yep.
if you're lucky then.
Absolutely. Again, you want to have that high-scoring game.
Ang is on with a leadoff base hit. Nobody out in
Well, cool. Well, I think that's all the time we have for this here. Well, thanks for coming in and showing us, Jim. This is, as I said, it's weird, but it looks
so
fun. I
weird.
liked, the Bigs games are fun. I'll definitely check this out.
Cool. Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.